So look into this question number 80. XN company is a partnership firm. It is registered under GST from Kerala. It is in the business of production of coconut oil. It also provides technical consultancy pertaining to manufacture of coconut oil. The following information is given for December 2020. Supply of coconut oil to different parties in Kerala. Taxable value of different invoices issued during December 2020 is 43,94,000. Then consultancy given to A Limited, Kerala, taxable value 4 lakhs. So this coconut oil to different parties in Kerala means it will be intrastate supply or interstate supply. Intrastate supply, CGST, SGST. Consultancy given to A Limited, Kerala. So again intrastate supply 4 lakhs. Rent of Cochin, commercial property received from B Limited. Amount of rent being 60,000. Again intrastate supply. Why? So because in case of goods, we will take ending point as the place of supply. In case of services, consultancy services, location of recipient will be taken as place of supply. And in case of renting of immobile property, we will take location of immobile property as the place of supply. So therefore, these are all will become intrastate supply. The above figures are exclusive of GST. GST rate is 5% for coconut oil, 18% for consultancy and rent. Besides, the firm gives the following information. An advance of 6,30,000 is received from C Limited, Kerala. Coconut oil will be supplied to C Limited in April 2021. So right now, we need to compute the liability for which month? December 2020. December 2020. And this is advance received in the month of April. Tax invoice will be issued at the time of supply. So this case, actually in case of advance, we don't have to pay GST. So in case of advances, we don't have to pay GST with respect to goods. With respect to goods, the time of supply will be due date of invoice or actual date of invoice, whichever is earlier. Okay. So whatever is the due date of invoice or actual date of invoice. So date of payment is irrelevant, which means that we don't have to pay GST on advances. So whenever we raise invoice, at that time only we need to pay GST with respect to this. So in this case, we will pay GST in the month of April 2021, not in December 2020. An advance of 1,77,000 is received from D Limited, Kerala. D Limited will set up a coconut oil manufacturing unit in January 2020. X & Co will provide technical consultancy for this purpose during Jan 2021. So this is for what? This is for services. In case of services, whether GST payable on advances? Yes. For goods only, not GST not payable on advances. But on services, GST payable on advances. So is received in this month for setting up a coconut oil manufacturing unit in January. So therefore, they will provide technical consultancy in January. But it will be taxable in December month itself. Why it will be taxable in December month itself? So in case of services, it is the date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is earlier will be taken as the time of supply due to that reason. Then next one, balance available in electronic credit ledger on December 1 is 8,000, 10,000, 80,000. This is the opening balance. Purchase of inputs, that is coconut, during December 2020 from different parties located in other states means IGST. IGST paid, other states. So IGST paid. Purchase of furniture for office from a local supplier, invoice value 90,000, GST 18%. Okay. Local supplier means CGST, SGST. Determine the amount of CGST, SGST, IGST payable for December. First, we need to do this computation in 3 parts. Number 1, computation of gross liability. Number 2, computation of input tax credit. Number 3, computation of net liability. First, computation of gross liability here. So in that gross liability, what is the first transaction? So sale of coconut oil to different parties in Kerala, 43,94,000. 43,94,000 into what is the rate of GST on coconut oil? So GST 5%. So therefore 2.5%, 2.5%. So that will be taken as the CGST, SGST. Okay, that's the first transaction. Now second transaction. Consultancy given to A Limited, Kerala, 4 lakhs for within the state. So 4 lakhs into 9%, 9%, 36,000, 36,000. and rent to Cochin. So that rent will be 60,000. See, renting of commercial property is taxable. Only renting of residential property for residential purpose is exempted. Residential property for residential purpose. Even if residential property given for commercial purpose also will be taxable. Okay. So here renting of residential property, sorry, commercial property will definitely be taxable. And 60,000 into 9%, 9%. So 5,400, 5,400. Then in case of this advance, no GST with respect to goods, but services we need to pay 1,77,000. So CGST 9%, SGST 9%. So with this we completed the gross liability, statement number 1. Now statement number 2, input tax credit. So what is that input tax credit? Opening balance, CGST, SGST, IGST 8,000, 10,000, 80,000. Then inputs, IGST 3 lakhs into 5%, okay, 15,000. Then we have some others, furniture, local supplier, invoice value 90,000. So CGST, SGST paid. So we got the input tax credit also. So 2 statements we have completed. One is outward supply, inward supply. Now concentrate. So we have liability, CGST, SGST, credit, CGST, SGST, IGST. First we need to exhaust IGST credit. Before utilizing CGST, SGST credit, we have one principle which says that IGST credit should be exhausted. So therefore, IGST credit 95,000 we need to spend first, and it should be used for what? 95,000 rupees should be used for payment of IGST liability. What is IGST liability? We don't have. So then we can use it for payment of CGST, SGST in any manner, any proportion. So therefore, here what is happening is that I have lot of liability, so I can use it for payment of CGST or SGST. Equally also I can distribute, okay. Equally also I can distribute. So there is no hard and fast rule. So here 95,000, 1,48,650, 1,46,650. So therefore I can spread between these two, or I can use it for payment of 95,000. So now the balance that is out of this, whatever credit that is adjusted. So see this 8,000, 10,000. So here 95,000. So 95,000 fully we can use for payment of CGST or fully for SGST or both. There is no rule like we have to use only for CGST then for SGST. So suppose if we are adjusting it, the balance will be this 1,48,950, 1,46,950 will be taken as the net liability that will be payable through cash ledger minus 95, 56,650, 1,46,650. So that is a simple question. Okay, understood here this one?